Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, I'm Lauren. Should I use my name Ashley? Oh, God, this is already hard. So I'm gonna stay up for 24 plus hours to fix my sleep schedule. If this isn't obvious, don't do this. I've just done this so many times in my life where it's the only thing that works for me. So it's not doctor recommended, don't do it. The only thing I know for sure is that right now I'm gonna eat. I have my food right here. I'm gonna get ready to eat. Sophia just ate. The first thing I want to do is my classes, because the longer I stay up, of course, like the less your brain is kind of gonna work. So, and I'm also doing this because I really want to go on walks with Sophia down this nature trail. I can't really do that in the middle of the day because it gets too hot. So the only way to do it is like early in the morning, because I refuse to do it when it's like nighttime, you know? Like I need to do it the first thing that I do. So yeah, I feel like this is the only way to do it. So being consistent with a sleep schedule or something, I don't know. Okay, I'm getting ready for food. I have this mold that I made my sister for her water pump, and this is my first time doing like a two-part silicone mold, you know, with like the little nipples and everything. So it being my first time, it's bad, and I want to redo it. I think it'd just be best if I just started over, maybe. I mean, I could try, but I don't know. That doesn't. I could try with water. I'll try with water. That's my magic 8-ball. What am I asking? Should I add it up? As I see it, yes. All right. Dragon off! Dragon off! If I've got work to do, so does Sophia. I don't usually set up Sophia's puzzles unless I'm playing a game. That way, like, I have a game and she has a game. But I knew I was going to be working pretty much all day, so that's why I decided to set up her puzzle. But then while I was down here, I was like, you know, I might as well just kind of plan out what I need to do for these next 24 hours. That way I can just have it all listed and it'll just be easier for me. Look at her little head going crazy. And then stretch and then crawl away. So her puzzles, a snuffle mat. We got a snuffle mat. And, you know, you just like sprinkle it all in and then you tighten it. So it makes it harder because she's got such a long snout. Then this flea that my mom gave her, I don't know where you can get this. Oh yeah, I got this off Amazon. Don't know where you can get this. This one's great though. There's like a star in it. I just hide the treats in there and I fold it all in.
She guts it from the inside.
And I put it under her bed. That way it's kind of like she has to like hunt for it, you know? Kind of helps with her hunting instincts or something. And then this one is full of smaller toys. This is like a long sock that I never wore. Like a bunch of these flat toys. I think there's like 4 or 5 of these flat toys in there. And then I just hide the treats all throughout in there to make it hard for her. And like, it's got 2 holes. There was squirrels in there. Don't know where they are now. So I start off with distracting her with this blue one. And like, away from her bed. And then I throw this one like next to her and I throw it under. So it's like she doesn't suspect a thing. And now I'm gonna download the PowerPoints onto my iPad. Then I started rolling out clay for the silicone mold. I saw that there was a special type of clay that people use to cover the silicone mold that they didn't want molded. And then I've had polymer clay, so I just looked it up and someone else did that, so it was perfect. Ooh. No. Yeah. ASMR over. So then I start tracing the 3D piece. The idea is to kind of get it split down the middle while it's standing vertically. It was the easiest way for me to set up the silicone, but also I needed the gravity to work with me when it came to the screw part of the lid, because the last mold I did, it ended up not capturing every part that I needed, and I need the lid to not be like jagged. I feel like I'm gonna use this song for everything. I kind of really love it. I'm rolling up a sticky note because I need to shove it right in the middle of this piece so then the hole is covered. Then I just got a piece of clay and covered the hole to make sure that none of the silicone would go through. And now I'm just building completely around it, so then that way I know that there are no holes, so then I can perfectly fill half of this piece with silicone. But then the mess was stressing me out and I just needed to clean everything. I was like, I can't work under these conditions anymore. This is terrible. Also, so clutch that my sister is a product photographer and ended up getting these graduated cylinders as something that she had to take photos of, because now I just used it for my silicone and resin. But honestly, I shouldn't have done that actually. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. Like, I really do wish that I had a scale to more accurately measure each part, but this is all I had to work with. So I think I will probably get a digital scale, because cleaning this was god awful. Trying to take this out, I'm literally using a wooden dowel to just scoop it out and hope for the best. But also, all of my life that I have used silicone, it's always been blue. So imagine my surprise when this, okay, also, by the way, this silicone is from the flood. So if you don't know, my apartment flooded. So this is like one of the few things that I rescued. I mean, it was unopened, but I thought it was gonna be blue. And so when I opened it and it was orange, I thought that was like something that happened because of the flood, and I was startled. But then I read it and it said, well, what's that fruit? Permison? Then I was using my little tweezers to get all the bubbles out as best as I could, and tapping it, hoping to get all the air bubbles out. And then I just needed to clean again because it was just all too much. Dominoes are a different project. We'll see if I get to it. It's 4:20 on the dot. The sun rises 6:27. So I don't really want to do any schoolwork because I was working like all yesterday. But this lecture is an hour long, and all these other ones have been max 45 minutes. So this one's a long one, so I feel like it'd be better if I broke it up. But let's see. Because I also really want to work on my resume builder database that I'm going to make. Just because like I have so many different skills that I can apply to a lot of different things. But when it comes to like updating my resume and everything, it's such a hassle, because it's like, it's either I have to go like artistic or sciencey or like coding, you know? But I can't update them both. And so like literally the only solution I have is to make myself a database. And I know that there are like resume builders out there. I haven't even looked into them, but I just have a feeling that they're not going to be what I want. Not only that, but I feel like there's going to be a paywall behind it, and I'd rather just skip that. So let's see. Should I watch part of module 11 lecture? It is decidedly so. Says who? Should I do a 10:30 increment? Without a doubt. Okay. So I'll set a timer for 10 minutes on my silent timer. This is what it looks like. And I love this so much more than using like an alarm, because alarms really like kind of throw me off. So let's do that for 10 minutes, and maybe that'll get me 5 minutes into the video, because I always have to pause it and write notes and stuff. So let's see. Oh, so it'll be 10 minutes of lecture and then 30 minutes of database. It is 4:58 and my brain can't take any more class. But my goal was only to make it to 10 minutes. The silent timer, it keeps counting up. So I really did 30 minutes. Should I try to go to the beach for the sunrise? Don't count on it. So it doesn't look like it's gonna rain. Oh, look at all of them. Oh, wow. All right, so it doesn't look like it's gonna rain, but I'm gonna make sure that the birds have food. She didn't even see what I was holding. You wanna go on a walk? You wanna go on a walk with me? Let's go. Come on, Sophia. So it's 6:58 right now. Gorgeous. Right, my Sophia. Everything's all wet. Come on. Let's go. wonder if the birds recognize me because they see me fill up their feeder. You're a cardinal. Come on, Sophia. Let's go. Good girl. Ready? Let's go. She's really attracted to the big bushes, and that's what I'm most scared of. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. I don't know if you can see these flowers. They are so pretty. There's so many of them. Look at all that. Ooh, it's windy. Oh, Sophia's already gone. Oh, what the hell? That's a whole ass fish. What the fuck? You can see the lake from over there. Don't go anywhere. Where are you going? Nowhere you need to be. We usually cross over here, but it's going straight through the river, so it looks like we can't go. All right, girl, we turn it around. Come on. All right, let's let Sophia decide. Because I could honestly still keep walking. But wherever she turns will be the deciding decision. No, Sophia. I guess we're going home. Look at you, good girl. There's a bird right over there. And I feel like he's been getting dropped off for daycare like every day now. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, guys. They want to eat. And I'm in the way. Sorry. She'll only drink water if I do. Come on, Sophia. Drink water. That walk was so good. Food. I got food. 8:14. Got my food. Give my girly a window view. So pretty, Sophia. You like your window view? It's dry. It was so cool to see everything work out, and so I was just using a piece of clay to take off the excess clay. And then I had a clear acrylic board, and so I just kind of lined everything up there, and then I just glued it directly onto the board, only because I was just really worried about it leaking everywhere. So the acrylic was a nice base. And the only reason I had this was because of the clay stuff I have. And originally I was going to put it on cardboard, but it doesn't even stick to cardboard with a hot glue gun, which is news to me. So then finally, after I shaped everything and I finally glued them all together, I ended up grabbing petroleum jelly and I started putting it right in the little holes that I created there. That way, whenever I have to release it, then those parts won't stick. And I honestly can't remember if I put it on more parts or if I just put it on those little inner holes. But anyway, so the next focus was where to put the entry hole for the resin. And at first I was using a wooden dowel, but it was way too small. But luckily I found this thick ass glue stick. ASMR. Nice. It was okay. Off camera, I filled up this little cardboard mold with water to see how much of the volume that I would need. It just looks so good. It looks so yummy. So then I stir, and then after I stir it, I try to make sure that I go into like that little center hole first, just to make sure that no bubble appears. Then I poured in the rest of it, but you know, ensuring that the hole was covered. And then I tap to get all the fucking bubbles out. And then the mess started getting to me again. I just need to clean everything. Literally everything. I grabbed the vacuum. I was like, man, you know what? Even this vacuum's dirty. Let me cut out all this hair over here. It's not even my hair. From the time that I got an iPhone that has time lapse, I have always recorded myself just a time lapse of me cleaning a big mess. And then at some point, I go on my hands and knees and I just start scraping all of the clay from like a previous project. I just got tired of it sticking to my socks. Now walking by yourself. Now walking by yourself. My dad left me alone with the playlist, so I'm gonna put back that ass up on there. Now that I've infiltrated the playlist with Beyonce, I'm ready to move on. I just ate, and that bed's looking mighty fine right now. I know what this looks like, but I have to buy things off of Amazon. It is 4:48, and family members just left. They were using our pool. I did take an Addy nap, but I'm still pulling an all-nighty. A nap doesn't mean anything. You could see it in my glossy eyes. Ooh. Ew. Okay. Now I know it looks like I'm not taking like much off in like this entire time lapse. It was just so hard for me to find like where the half was split because it just blended together. Okay, maybe I can see right. Maybe I should do that first. Okay, I'm gonna fill it with water and see how much volume it's going to need. As it acts as a resin release. Then I clean it up with alcohol to make sure it's nice and sticky and sticks together whenever I put the resin in. And this part was really hard to do because the opening was so tiny. I had to use a dowel to kind of just like get in those crevices. And then I just wrapped the whole thing in these rubber bands. But I just wanted to make sure that the resin would just stay in there. I was just really nervous about it. And then I started tapping it, try to get the bubbles out, try to lift it up and down. And then the mess, I had to start cleaning everything. But then I put alcohol in the graduated cylinders because it evaporates resin. It is 7:23. I've done a lot. Even managed to squeeze in a nap. Definitely whenever this Adderall wears out and I like eat, I'm gonna be so tired. Right now I'm just cleaning off my desk with alcohol and like a paper towel. Probably what I'll do till 9:30ish. I mean, maybe I'll clean up a little bit more. Like, my room could always use a good cleaning. It's just that nothing really has a home yet. I've like completely reorganized my room, so it's kind of hard to find places for things. Oh, would you like to say something? That's what I thought. Yeah, no, my biggest goal today was just to go on that walk with Sophia, and I managed to do that, and that was a lot of fun. I don't often feel accomplished at the end of the day, but I feel pretty good. I wish I had, you know what, let me look at my planner. And then I spend this whole time going through my planner and just using a highlighter to just mark off all the things that I've done. And then I get sidetracked by something else that I wrote in my planner. And then it started to like send me into a little bit of a spiral where I was like, oh my God, but like now everything needs a home. Started looking around my room and everything on what I could put where. And then I talk about how I'm just never satisfied with the amount of work I do, even if I pull like an all-nighty. And then as my final act, I decide to start planning out my little resume database. I was just supposed to write down like the tables I wanted, but then I actually just started putting them into Microsoft Access, so at least they're in there now. I feel really good about this. I'm excited to get it started, but that's gonna have to be a tomorrow thing, because I'm getting hungry and a little sleepy. Let's see if today worked. It's 11:21 p.m. I am fed. I am melatonined up. I'm ready to sleep. Sophia looks so sad that she wasn't getting her puzzle because I gave it to her earlier today. She was just laying in bed with her head up. So, I don't know if you can hear it, but she's got her puzzles down. They're all set up. So, 11:40.